Hi, welcome to this new video on how to retrieve the ID number and the names of the object you're saving on your model. For example, the properties, the layup, the loads, the geometry as well. So we're gonna go through it quickly because it's very straightforward. Once you have the script on how to do it, the logic, it's easy to replicate it for any object you have in FEMAP. So to start with, I just created some dummy geometry with materials just for the purpose of the example. So here we have three curves with some points, and we have some properties, 6 material properties, laminates, and loads. So from there, we want script that goes through, for example, all the geometry and list all the curve ID, the point ID, the materials with the name and the ID, the properties with the name and the ID, etc. So to start with, always here, so to go through the API is tool, API programming, API programming. Then you will have this one already set up. This means that it's linked to the model that is here active, and from there you can start to write your script. So to retrieve the points, we're gonna start with the points. To retrieve the points, you declare variable. You set it up to be the app that is active here, to be kind of the object of variable. So it's fee point. So the first line is defining the point to be point object. Then we define to be the app, this app active to be the object point of this app. Then we go through it with the while loop, and this we do this by setting up point, which is already set here. Dot next, it's a method, so it can increment the point ID each time we process, and we implement it automatically. So here, so first we're gonna store it as a string, point ID, and we put the point ID. We can access any feature from this loop. Once we have the point, we can point ID, all the features we can access them directly from here, and then we're gonna display the message here in the logger. Then we go is a similar way. You can just see it here. It's with the curve. So we define we declare the variable, we set it up, and then we go through the curves, and here as well we have the string as a message, and then we display it on the logger. For example, here we go through the elements. I didn't do the elements. We don't have elements, but just for the purpose here, it's the same, it's working. I have already tried it with many projects. So you define the variable, you set it up to be an element object, and then you go through each element. For the elements, we can have different kinds, quad 4, tetra. So here, from if element type equal to, so we set up the condition, then it will display only the quad 4 element type. So this is just a conditioning. If you want all of them, you can display all of them with their type. So you just need to, here in this message string, for example, you put element.type as well, and this will display all the element type. We can add it if we want to see the example here, plus element ID, and you do this way, element type. So it will display the element type directly if you don't want to have a condition. Otherwise you can leave it like this and just choose what you want. Then the materials is the same thing. So after is the same script. Define a material, you set the material to be an object, the variable to be an object material, and then you go through it, and you can display, once you are in the loop, you can display whatever features the object material has through the call of each feature by dot and the feature you want. Same properties for same thing for the properties and the layup. Here the load set is the same as well. All of them, as you can see, once you understand how it works, is the same thing. Define a variable, set it up to be the kind that you want, material, properties, loads, and then you go through a loop, and in this loop you can display each feature of the object you define. If you want a conditioning, you can add a conditioning. If you want to select some types, for example, as we have seen in the element, you can only display, for example, quad 4 elements. So let's run it just to see. So we'll be able to see all of here, all the names displayed here. So here you can see, so we have first the ID number, point ID, so it's as defined here, point ID and the number. So we have 11 points, and then so you can see it here. So 1 2 3 4, the curve have 6, and the center as well, so it will be 11. The curve, we have 3 curves, ID number 1 2 3, and the material ID, so you have the material ID with the name that displays. So in this way it's the same for laminate and load as well. So this is very useful after when you do post-processing, or you want to use some script that some function that required an ID to create, that are dependent on ID on different, for example, properties. They are depending on materials, so therefore when you want to create a property, you need to refer a material by its ID. So if you don't remember, you can set it up this way, just by matching the name and the ID, so you can retrieve the material. The same way for the layout. I hope the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.